Hollywood was just an unfortunate injury, fluky injury. The last guy I can think of had this is Tyreek, and that was when I think he was with
Yeah.
you guys.
Yep.
That doesn't happen. It's a really rare injury. It's like right here. Just you kind of have to. I think it was one play. I think he literally had played one snap, and he landed on the guy. Landed on him. He's been tiny. He's like my size. He's little. Um, and it's just a fluky play. And the problem with SC sprains, I remember this one patient maybe 5 or 6 years ago that came in with one, a girl, and she had sprained it. I didn't know she sprained it, but she sprained it. And her arm was like here or something, and she was fine. But I brought it out here, and she screamed at the top of her lungs. I mean, like the whole clinic heard. And then she brought it in, she was fine. And I was like, and then I figured out it was a SC sprain. That was a grade 1, to give you an idea. Like she
Wow.
was fine in like 2 weeks. Like she literally had no issues in like 2, 3 weeks. Like, so these are painful. The ligaments that hold the collarbone to the sternum are thick and strong. My suspicion is he didn't dislocate it behind. Why? Because the problem behind is that all of the vessels that fill the heart are right there. And you can, if you cut or break the bone, you can lacerate those and they pretty much die right there. Like that's everything. So it's rare, super rare. It's usually like car accidents, like weird stuff. If you pop it out to the front, much more common. Obviously, you don't have the same issues, but the ligaments aren't strong enough to hold it in place anymore. So now you need to reconstruct it. And unfortunately, that takes several months to come back from. So that's where you're at with Hollywood. Can he come back in the playoffs? I think it's probably realistic. It's been plenty of time. It would have been plenty of time. Pacheco's injury, we haven't heard much about this, and this is kind of wishy-washy, and this is another like a Rice situation. I don't know why they're being so quiet with this. We know it's a fibula fracture. Fibula only has 15 to 20% of the body weight of the lower leg. It's important, but not that important. It's more so important for what it does to the ankle. So it comes down and it makes the ankle mortise. So that's why it's more important than up here. But the problem is that's where the high ankle ligaments attach. The question is with Pacheco's fracture here, somewhere here, did he tear the high ankle ligaments? Did he need what we call a tightrope, which is what happened to Tony Pollard? It's happened to Mark Andrews last year, several guys. If that is the case, he's going to have more issues and more time than if it was just a clean fracture. So that's where they say ligament damage. If there's ligament damage, that's a lot more of a problem than if it was just a fracture. If it's just a fracture, it's not a huge deal, and he'll probably be back in week 10 or 11. If it's ligament, now you're starting to talk about 14, 15, and even then, how does he look?
Right.
In general, I'm hoping, because I love the way he plays, I love the way he runs. He's like a bull in a china shop, and he holds onto the ball and like steel. What can what can he come back? You got CEH, quote unquote, activated. Not really today, but kind of. Hunt looks like he never left. So they have plenty of options. I'm hoping we get to see Pacheco again.